Hello guys, this is Bhupender Singh and you are watching our YouTube channel SME Dehradun. Today, I will tell you how you can measure the pH value of water and display them in Blynk2.0 IoT mobile app and web dashboard. As you know, as per the World Health Organization, the 7 is the perfect pH value of water that is suitable to drink. Studies also shows that there is no harm to drink water if pH value varies between 7 to 8.8. So let's find out the pH value of water here in Dehradun. If you want to know the TDS value of water, then you can watch my video on how to measure TDS value of water with Blynk2.0 on my channel. So guys, to design this project, you need the following components: NuttyFi or NodeMCU or ESP32 Wi-Fi board, pH sensor version 2, 12 volt 2 ampere DC adapter, 3 jumper wires. And this is the circuit diagram of interfacing pH sensor with NuttyFi or NodeMCU. You need to connect your hardware according to this circuit. If you are using ESP32 board, then you can download the circuit diagram for it from the video description. Now connect the hardware. This is NuttyFi Wi-Fi board developed by Nutty Engineer Company. You can also use NodeMCU or any other ESP8266 Wi-Fi board if you don't have NuttyFi Wi-Fi. This is pH sensor version 2. You can buy it from any online store. It's having 3 pin VCC ground out pin. It provides analog output. So we take 3 female to female connecting wires and connect ground and VCC of pH sensor to ground and 5 volt pin of NuttyFi. NodeMCU don't have 5 volt output pin, so use external 5 volt. Connect out pin of pH sensor to analog A0 pin of NuttyFi or NodeMCU board. Connection has been done as per the circuit diagram. So let's configure the Blynk web dashboard. Open the web browser and open the blynk.cloud website. Here you can create your new account or login through your username and password. After login, you will see the Blynk dashboard. You can create your project template here. So click on the new template and template property gets opened. Here write your project name like pH sensor with Blynk2. Below select hardware as ESP8266. If you are using ESP32 board, then select the ESP32 here. Choose the connection type Wi-Fi. Add the description, write your project description and click on done. Once you have done it, you will see the info tab. Here you will see the firmware configuration. We need to write it in our Arduino program. Now click on the metadata tab. Here you can see the information like project owner, device name, location, etc. about the project that we have just created. In the Datastream tab, we define the method of accessing the pins of NuttyFi to Blynk, like through virtual pins, analog pins or digital pins. So we go ahead with the virtual pins. Click on the new Datastream and choose virtual pin. Virtual pin property gets opened. Write the name as pH reading, virtual pin as V0 and data type as double. Change max value to 20. Select the decimal place till 2 digit and click on create. Click on the events tab where you can create any notification for your events. By default, here is 2 events, online and offline. If you want to create more notification, then you can create by clicking on add new event. Now go to the web dashboard. Here we drag and drop the widgets for our virtual pins. So we drag and drop goes to the dashboard. Now add chart to the dashboard and last we add label. Hover the mouse cursor on the chart and you will see the setting icon on it. Click on it, property gets opened. Click on add data stream and select pH reading V0. We change the chart type to column and change the chart color to blue. Switch on the show y-axis and auto scale. After it, click on the save button. Now open the setting of gauge widget. Select the Datastream as pH reading V0 and click on save. Open the setting of label, select the Datastream as pH reading V0 and click on save. So this is how we can add more widgets to Blynk web dashboard as per our project requirements. Now click on the mobile dashboard tab. From this tab you can get the link to download the new Blynk IoT mobile app for your iOS and Android mobile. Finally, click on save button to save the changes in your project template. Let's go for programming code. So go to the video description and click on the link given to download the program for NodeMCU as shown here. If you are using ESP32 Wi-Fi board, then you can download the programming code for it from the available link in the video description. And once downloading is done, you will get the WinRAR file with the name pH sensor NodeMCU. Right click on it and click on extract here. If you don't have WinRAR or WinZip software to unzip it, then a link is available in the video description to download these softwares. Once it's unzipped, you will get the folder with the same name. Go inside the folder and open the program. In the top of the program, you can see the template ID and device name. You need to change these blank credentials with your blank credentials. So go to your blynk.cloud web dashboard. In the info tab, you will see the firmware configuration. Copy these credentials and replace it here. Here we define the Blynk firmware version. After it, we define Blynk serial to print the serial data so that when it is ready, it will display the serial monitor. After that, we define NodeMCU board, and after it, we define Blynk agent header file. We define the sensor pin to A0 as we are using A0 pin of NuttyFi or NodeMCU for pH sensor output pin. We take AVG value as an unsigned long integer type for sensor feedback. We take B as a float variable. We take buff10 and temp as an integer type array to store the sample of the pH value of water. We take F variable as float for conversion of float to string. We take val variable as float type. Now we take buff10 as a character type array for sorting of the sample of pH values. Now we take value string and value as a string type to store the string. Here we have created a function to calculate the pH value. We start the loop to store the 10 sample of pH value and store them in a buff_i array using analog read command. Now we sort these samples by using matrix calculation. We start for loop with I variables. Inside this loop, we start for loop for j variable that will compare the value of first sample to second sample. Here we apply little bit mathematics. If buff_i value is greater than buff_j value, then we store that buff_i value to temp. After it, we put buff_j to buff_i and then we put the temp value to buff_j. So this is how we sort all the samples. Here we put AVG value to 0. Now we take 6 center samples of the sorted values and take average of that 6 samples and store that average value to AVG value variable. Now we take pH value as float and convert the analog values to millivolt. Now we convert that average value to pH value by multiplying 3.5. So we have got the pH value in string format. And guys, if you are using the pH sensor to Arduino, then use 5.0 here because Arduino analog pin works on 5 volt. We need to convert this string to float, so we use predefined command of C language d2strf to convert the string to float. Here we use string pH value till 4 digit and convert it to 2 digit of float in buff2 and store it to value variable. We serially print that value and put null to value string. After the delay of 1000 millisecond, we send pH value to V0 virtual pin using blynk.virtual write command. Now in the setup mode, we serially begin the NuttyFi Wi-Fi board at 9600 baud rate. We begin the Blynk agent function so that it can verify and connect NuttyFi to the Blynk server. In the loop function, we call the Blynk agent.run function here that will handle all the query called by the Blynk dashboard. And below, we call the pH value function so that it can measure the pH value of water and send that value to the Blynk web dashboard. So our programming code has been finished. Now we add a library of Blynk to our Arduino IDE. So we go to the sketch tab. Here we select the include library and click on the manage library. Your computer must be connected to the internet for it. It will download the list of all installed and available library for the Arduino. Here we search for Blynk. As you can see, we got the Blynk library in the top. You got the install button here. Once you click on the install button, it will automatically add it to your Arduino IDE. I have already installed the Blynk library. Now connect NuttyFi Wi-Fi board to the computer's USB port and select the Wi-Fi board. For that, you need to go to the tools and click on the board. Scroll below and select the NodeMCU 1.0 ESP32 module. If you don't know how to install the ESP32 or NodeMCU board to Arduino IDE, then a link is available in the video description that will show you how you can install it to the Arduino IDE. After selecting the board, you need to select the COM port. So go to the port and select the port as COM8 as I do. Now click on the upload button to upload the program to the board. As you can see, uploading process is going on and program uploading is done. Now we download the Blynk mobile app so that we can connect our NuttyFi board to Wi-Fi. Go to the App Store and search for Blynk, and Android user they can download it from the Play Store. As you can see, we have got the Blynk app legacy version, means this is an old version. Scroll below and you can see the Blynk IoT new app. You need to install this app. I have already installed it. Once downloaded, open the Blynk app. Here we have got the two options, sign up or login. As we have already created an account with Blynk, so log into it. Dashboard has been opened. This time turn on your mobile data, because in this process to connect your NuttyFi board or NodeMCU board to Wi-Fi, it uses your mobile data. So now click on add new device. As you can see, we have got three options: connect to Wi-Fi, scan QR code and quick start device. Click on connect to Wi-Fi option. Now we got the ready button. This time power on your NuttyFi or NodeMCU board. After it, click on ready button. Guys, as you can see, we have got a pop-up that start with Blynk. Note it here that if you don't find any Blynk pop-up here, what will you do? You need to go to your smartphone's Wi-Fi setting and search for new Wi-Fi. Definitely you will find your ESP32 or NodeMCU board that start with Blynk. Select it and back to the Blynk mobile app and click on ready. You will get the pop-up. Click on join. Now it is asking to connect NuttyFi board with external Wi-Fi. So choose your Wi-Fi in which you want to connect NuttyFi. Provide the Wi-Fi credentials and click on continue. Wait for 5 to 10 seconds to configure. Once it connected to Wi-Fi, it stores the Wi-Fi credentials and token to the EEPROM of your Wi-Fi board. Once profile is created, then click on continue. Then done. Now exit from the app and back to the main dashboard of Blynk. Now we add the widgets to the dashboard. So click on your template and click on the setting icon. Inside it, click on the plus icon. Widgets have been appeared. Scroll below and click on the superchart widgets. It's added to the dashboard. Now add goals. At last, add value display widget. All the required widgets have been added to the dashboard. We arrange them according to our requirement. Now we click on the superchart widget. Superchart widget property has been opened. In the property, we align the title to the center. Click on the setting icon on the data stream. Inside it, click on select data stream and select pH reading V0. We change the design style to area, increase the font size to the large and back to the dashboard. Now click on the value display widget. In the property, we align the title to the center. Click on the select data stream and select the pH reading V0. Increase the font size to the large and back to the dashboard. Now click on the gauze. In the property, we align the title to the center. Click on the Select Datastream tab and select the PH reading V0. Increase the font size to the large and back to the dashboard. So this is how our dashboard looks like. Now time for live testing. As you can see, I have taken two transparent plastic box with water. One is natural water and another is RO water. So first of all, I put the pH sensor in the natural water. You can see the pH value in the Blynk mobile app. It is 6.99, means it is near 7, so we can drink this water. You can also see the data in the web dashboard. Now I am putting the pH sensor to the RO water. You can see the pH level of RO water is near 8.2. This water is also suitable to drink. So guys, this is how you can check the pH value of water and display them to the new Blynk2.0 mobile app and web dashboard. If you have any query or suggestion, write it in the comment box below, and thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and videos. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the latest updates of our videos. All the material related to this video available in the video description. You can download it from there.